What's up, everybody? As you see, I have a whiteboard with numbers on them. Now, these numbers represent like max lifts that I wrote down on a piece of paper when I turned 16 that I wanted to achieve before I turned 17. And at the time, they were sort of unrealistic, but I've already done 2 out of the 3. So I'm going to start with deadlift. I wanted to do a 415 deadlift before I turned 17. So
Come on,
this is a
Brandon.
clip from my
Ooh,
most recent
fight.
competition
Oh,
of
and he
me
fought.
pulling like 423 pounds, I think. So that was already more than 415. And then this 405 represents my squat. And
Come on,
here is a
Brandon.
clip from the competition
Ooh,
of
come on, bring
me
it up, bring it
doing
up, bring it up. Oh my gosh.
a 413 squat, I think. As you can see, the lift didn't count because I stepped forward to rack it too early before he gave the rack command. But for the purposes of this video, that's not going to matter. And then all that's left is a 315 bench. I've attempted 315 before. I got it to a little bit below the sticking point. And this is going to be like a sort of mini series of trying to hit 315 before I turn 17. I have around 2 months left. My birthday is on April 29th. So at the time that I'm filming this, it's like March 3rd, I think. So I've got probably 2 months left. And everything in this video is going to be with powerlifting form where you pause on your chest. But when we actually go for 315, it's just going to be a light tap on my chest. So the weights that I'm going to be doing in this video and like all of my videos to come are going to be lighter. But when we go for 315, it's just going to be a light pause, so I'll be able to do more weight. With all that being said, today we have a bench day that is in my super training workout split that I made that I'm actually super proud of. This one, we're going to work up to a heavy set of 3, and then it's a few back off sets with, I think, like 85% of the heavy set. So last week, I did 250 as the heavy set. So this week, I'm hoping to do 255 for 3 with powerlifting form. And these are my dad's max lifts when he was in college playing Division I football. 405 is his bench press, and 615 is his squat. Now, I've never been the best at football, but the overall goal is to hit at least close to these numbers before I graduate, which I think if I get the 315 before I turn 17, I don't think that it's too crazy to put 405 on the board before I graduate. I think the 615 squat is going to be the real challenge. But if I could hit his college numbers but before I graduate, that'd be pretty cool. So this is like short-term goals. This was like super long-term. And the reason there's no deadlift is because when he was playing college football, they didn't really do deadlifts. Like I said, guys, today is a bench workout. So I'm going to get warmed up really quick and fast forward y'all to the top set of 3, which should be 255. Alright, I'm going to stop the fast forward here. I'm putting on my lifting shoes just so that I'm like used to lifting in like shoes that I'll use in a competition. So that way, like if I'm benching in a competition, I'm not like stuck on benching with Birkenstocks. And 225 would also be the last warm up before the top set of 255. Now all that's left is to remember what 255 looks like in the plates and then get my spotter in here. Okay, 225. A 10, right? A 10 and a 5? Let's see. It'd be 245. A 10 and a 5. Okay, so this is a little high for me, so I'm going to require a lift off and probably a lift back in.
Okay.
It's like just high enough for it to be a challenge.
All right. Do you want me to lower it every set? You currently running?
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Come on. Push it up. Come on. Big press. Big press. Lock it out.
This is 225, which is about 87% of the top set that I just did. And the actual workout that I wrote up says to do 85%, but I can't take a gracious number off the bar like 225. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. And this one's going to be for 5. 3, 2, 1.
Come on. Load up, load up, load up.
Alright guys, I don't want to sound too soft, but that 225 was actually pretty heavy. And last week I kept 225 on after my 250 bench as well, because I didn't want to take the 225 off because ego and all. But the reason that looked heavier than it did last week was because I've been feeling like pretty sick recently. I'll describe it a bit like the flu. I actually just took a flu test right after the top set and then came back in here for this. So I'm going to keep this on for the next set. And then, depending on how the next set goes, keep it on for the set after that. But I just wanted to give y'all some explanation on why it might look slower than it typically would.
There's 2 more sets of this.
One more after this, yeah. One.
There you go. Big pop, go, go.
Based on that last one, I'm making a decision to keep 225 on the bar. It would feel like a crime to take it off after finishing a set. So let's go.
Love you, Brandon. What's wrong with your video?
This is the last set, the last chance to prove my strength for the day.
How many reps you gonna get?
But the same that I've been getting the whole time.
Okay.
This ain't no different.
Okay. Wow, yeah. Hey, this guy tried to run from his genetics.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Come on.
Big breath in. Blow it up. Blow it out. Blow it out. Woo!
There we go. The final set of 225 has fallen. Based off the way that felt, I would say on the last few reps, my butt probably came off the bench. I don't know how severe, but I think I felt it come up. And I checked the footage on my first set, and I think on the last rep, my butt lifts a little bit. But overall, I would say this was a good workout considering the conditions and the flu-like symptoms and all that stuff. And here is the work. Just kidding, I can't show y'all. What if I get famous and I have to sell this workout? And I just showed y'all. Anyways, that's it for today. I'll see y'all in the next one.